Good morning. Welcome to this morning's reflection. If you listen very carefully, you can hear the sound of rain in the background. And as I listen to the rain falling, I'm reminded that we are all part of the web of life. And that's a very easy thing to say, and it can sound glib and trite at times. But indeed it is a profound truth. It holds true for all of life. Because you and I know that if we upset the balance of chemistry within our own bodies, we get sick. If we upset that balance enough, we will die. And all of God's creation is delicately balanced. And it is this balance that keeps us in check. We know that we are not free to do as we please. We are not free to eat what we like without there being some outcome which we don't like. And we are not free to act in ways in community or in creation in ways that we may want to, in ways that are selfish. Because if we do, it's not just us. We upset this intricate balance that God has created for us. So we live in a world that forms this web of interdependence. But this web is also dynamic. It's not static. Change is integral to the life that exists on earth. Change is integral to the life that exists within your body. And Christianity is no different. It too is about interdependence and change. Christ's birth, his coming into the world, his incarnation, brought change. His death and his resurrection were about change. Christ ushers in newness, and we claim a new life, a new present, and a new future in Jesus. Our faith is about transformation. Yet it is so easy for our faith, our church, ourselves to get stuck in the past, to hold on to the past, to seek refuge in the way things have always been done. We often think that the past was more stable, more moral. The truth is, that's just the image we paint of the past. We were not there, and we do not really know. Now, for many years prior to the 20th century, there was a certain predictability about the way we did church, a certain predictability about the way we did society. But we tend now to live in a time of much more rapid change, of much greater uncertainty, and we must accept that. One writer calls Christianity a religion of evolution. And what he means is that change is at the heart of our faith. Our world has moved from a pre-modern stage through a modern stage into a postmodern stage. However, much of our view of God, our image of God, and the way we do church can be pre-modern, can relate to the pre-modern world. And if we continue to fail to acknowledge that, then the church as we know it today runs the risk of increasing irrelevance in a postmodern world. You see, every age must rediscover Christ anew. The images of Jesus have indeed changed over time. They've changed to reflect the thinking of the day. In the days of kings, Christ was seen as a king. But today, that image is less helpful. And so we move to a more helpful image. Maybe today one sees Christ more as a healer, one who brings wholeness. Creation and our faith and our spirituality are not static. Creation is about a world coming into being. Christian life is also about coming into being. It is transformational. So what is it all about? Where are we going? Well, we know the answer. We are invited into a future that involves radical transformation. Jesus was a radical transformer. It involves radical transformation through the power of the love of God. We are invited into the adventure of becoming, which is an adventure of love. We are invited into a space of making a difference by making God's love visible and present. So what are we becoming? As people, as a family, as a church? Change and growth must be part of our becoming. Change is a sign of life. To resist change, life-giving change, is to resist Christ. And so I leave you with the question, what are you becoming?